Hello guys, Lego Master Reviews here, and today I'm going to do a review on the Lego Marvel Set 76280 Spider-Man vs. Sandman Final Battle. This set has 347 pieces and retails for $37.99 in the US, which is kind of a random price tag, but I'm going to show you in this review if it's actually worth it. So with that out of the way, let's jump right on into this review. The first minifigure we're going to take a look at here is Spider-Man in his integrated suit from the Final Battle of Spider-Man No Way Home. This is a minifigure we've seen since 2021, but I still think it does look pretty great. I always like that newer style face print for Spider-Man, so I'm glad to see that here. I think the torso print's also amazing there with that gold spider. The back printing is also beautiful. Then he has amazing dual molded legs with some printing on there. And he also includes these web accessories which you just fire off like that. So pretty easy there. And yeah, while this minifigure is nothing new, and I would have liked to see a battle damaged suit or maybe a unmasked head or something, this is still a really great minifigure, and if you don't have him yet, it's a great inclusion in the set. Next up is definitely the standout minifigure of the set in my opinion, and that is the Lizard. It's the first time we're ever getting him in Lego minifigure form. He looks fantastic here. I love that creepy face print with the eyes and the mouth. They look awesome. Also really like the torso printing there in lighter green color. You also get a bit of that printing on the hip piece there, but it is a bit blocked off by the rubbery tail piece, unfortunately. I would have liked to see some printing on the tail piece just to kind of finish that look off, but it's really not that big of a deal. You also get really nice printing with some scale detail there as well, even the toes there. I think that is really funny, it is creepy. I also really like the back of the head there with some scale printing, and on the back of the torso you also get some of that printing. He also has this tail piece here, and that's the same one that was introduced on the T-Rex minifigure from a few Lego CMF series ago. It was also recently used on the Triceratops minifigure from the CMF Series 25. This one does have a bit of printing on it though, so that would have been cool to see some printing on there, but honestly I think it does look fine. Yeah, this is a great minifigure, honestly. I know some people were upset that it wasn't a big figure, especially a molded figure, but I think it looks great here. I think the colors are super accurate, and it's just so cool to finally see the Lizard in minifigure form. The last minifigure we're going to take a look at here is the Electro minifigure, and unfortunately this is nothing new. It's the exact same one that came in the Spider-Man No Way Home Final Battle. The only real difference is that the accessories are a little more bigger here on the original one, but still, I still think this is a great minifigure if you don't have him yet. The hairpiece is nice. You get a really nice face print there as well, like some electricity on his head. On the back, you actually don't see any printing because the hairpiece wouldn't cover it up. And then the torso printing is great there as well. You can see an arc reactor, as well as a little bit of leg printing. And his accessories are again a lot smaller than the original, and you can see they kind of rotate a bit. So this minifigure is nothing crazy. It would have been nice to have seen a new print on the head maybe or something. But still, if you don't have this minifigure, it's a great inclusion. Now we're going to take a look at the main set, and it does kind of split into two sections. You can actually remove the Sandman figure here. So we're going to take a look at Sandman. Here we have the Sandman figure, this giant buildable character. I think it does look pretty cool, honestly. It uses that face mold that's used in all the Marvel buildable characters there, and I think it does look pretty good. You can see some sand drooping down, his two eyes in his mouth there. I think that's pretty cool. You also get a sticker there and a sticker on the side. As far as the hands go, this one is a lot smaller, but you can still kind of articulate the fingers and stuff. This one is a lot bigger, and you can see some stickers on there. And the reason it's bigger is because you can actually place Spider-Man in the hand with that stud right there. You just grab the Spider-Man figure and just set him there. You can kind of have Sandman grasping him, and then there's also a web piece that connects to that build over there, which we'll take a look at in a second. So that's really cool, and it's a nice way to display it if you want. And you can also see again a sticker there, and it kind of rotates here, and it's just this ball joint is connected to. I'm taking that off, you can see, so that is very cool. But yeah, really not that much to say about it. The articulation's just you can rotate the head, the arms are also very movable, and all the fingers and stuff. You can also move these shoulder pads, so this is very cool. I would have liked to have seen the style of the Giant Man way back from the Civil War Airport set. I think that would have been cool to kind of see it as a giant minifigure, but I think this does look pretty cool still. This is the main base, the Sandman Big Fit can sit in. You can just set him in there, just that little cap there with all the studs, and you can rotate wherever you really want him to. You can also see some more sand detail there with some curved pieces and cheese slopes and stuff, so that is very nice. You can also see some sand down there, and this giant scaffolding piece here that can rotate, which is very awesome. You get some studs there, as well as this little stud here with that gray jumper piece, and you can place Electro there, the Lizard, or Spider-Man, or even minifigures from the other Spider-Man No Way Home set. Really whatever you want, but that can rotate. I think that's very nice. You also get this thing here, which I believe is supposed to be a fire extinguisher, but it could also be one of the villain's cures. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like a fire extinguisher to me. You also get a half a scaffolding piece there, and I get some studs there and stuff. Then you get this yellow and really nice yellow piece here, which is kind of I guess a piece of construction work or something. And you get a this giant web piece attached here, and you can place Spider-Man in the Sandman's hand. Kind of have him holding it there, have him on scaffolding or something. And I believe it's supposed to be a reference to this scene here. Continuing up from there, you can actually see a translucent piece there, which is very nice. Then right here, you can see a Doctor Strange portal, as well as a clear piece, so you can have the Lizard jumping out of there, Spider-Man, really whoever you want. I like to have the lizard jumping out of it, but again, it's really up to you. I think that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna rotate just by those clip pieces. And this is the way I like to display with like Sandman holding Spider-Man, the web attached to there, and you can also see the lizard jumping out on the back of the set, as well as Electra here, kind of like blasting electricity at Spider-Man. So that's the way I like to display it, but there's also another way to display it, which I'll show you right now. So just by removing the top of the head of Statue of Liberty, and then taking the Sandman hand out of there, you can actually get the Sandman Big Fig. You just kind of clip them in on those studs there. One thing to point out is that when you put the Sandman figure inside the Statue of Liberty, you cannot rotate him at all. He's just stuck on the studs there, which is very unfortunate. And if you want to have the Sandman facing towards you, you're going to have to rotate the Statue of Liberty head. So that might ruin the display ability for some people. And personally, I don't really know how I'm going to display it. Like, what am I supposed to do with this giant stand here when Sandman's in there? So maybe I'll swap between and have some of the Spider-Man on here and the Sandman. And then maybe every other day I'll have the Sandman on here. So we'll just have to see. Honestly, I think it's just up to personal preference. But that is my review on the LEGO Spider-Man vs. Sandman Final Battle. Overall, I think this is a really solid set, honestly. Is it worth it for $37? I'm not 100% certain about that. I feel like if you have the Spider-Man No Way Home Final Battle, this might be one worth picking up on sale. But if you don't have that, this is a fantastic set to get. And it still gives off the element of the final battle from that movie. So I'd probably give this set an 8 out of 10. Overall, this is a really solid set, and I feel like if you're a fan of Spider-Man No Way Home, this is going to be one you're going to enjoy no matter what. But if you have the No Way Home Final Battle, probably one you're going to want to pick up on sale. But the Lizard minifigure is fantastic. I'm always going to love that Spider-Man and Electro minifigure. And the Sandman figure is also very cool. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of this set. And let me know if you plan on picking it up. And if you already have it, let me know what you think of it. And thanks for taking the time of day to watch this video. I truly do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this review. And have an incredible day. Bye.